The way I was introduced to Signature Funerals was through Kathy Boomer, who is, at the time, was a very close acquaintance, but we became very close throughout the process of going through the stages one has to experience in the loss of a loved one. So while I was introduced to Signature Funerals, Kathy had just opened her business up at the time we had lost our loved one, and I called upon her at that time, and the whole process was not necessarily painless, but given the circumstances, it went extremely smoothly. I believe what surprised me the most about the process was the ability to get through an extremely difficult time with ease and comfort, as well as the ability to negotiate loved ones and how to help them during one of the most excruciating times in anyone's lives, in losing a loved one. My experience with death and dying is somewhat varied in having lost my mother. Her funeral arrangements were all prearranged. So dealing with the grieving process was really the main aspect in that experience. However, Signature Funerals helped me, and Kathy specifically, to negotiate a loved one whom I was not related to, and I really was serving as a liaison between a wife who was not in town and at the loss of her husband. And in total shock, it was very sudden, which is a very different experience when you're trying to assist loved ones upon the loss of somebody suddenly. And that was a very different experience. So Kathy specifically helped me at a time when I couldn't think straight because everything happened so quickly and so fast, and it was very unexpected. And that was probably not only the most surprising, but the most helpful aspect of the process. The best example of how I was cared for during my time of need and helping my friend was meeting with Kathy here at Signature Funerals to go over the details. And at this time, it was most difficult emotionally because these are very difficult details that one has to decide. And Kathy had everything laid out, very organized, and decisions didn't have to be made in a split second. I was able to help my friend process important decisions like what type of urn that would be special to her, and help her think through that process, as well as just guidelines for expenses. When you look at things in black and white, you have to determine what is the priority. And it was most helpful that everything was laid out and organized, and I was able to help my friend think through these things in a timely manner, but in a very gentle way, so that she did not feel pressured or judged, that she didn't want to spend an exorbitant amount, but at the same time wanted to express her love in very concrete ways. And so the organized, Kathy's ability to organize everything and not pressure was really important for us. I believe the most important aspect in considering a selection for a funeral home are the people that are handling you. Because I personally believe that every individual has a gift, and they're chosen for a purpose. And whoever's handling you at the time of the loss of your loved one, it's very crucial that they handle you with the same love and care that you would be would need at your time of need. Kathy was that person for me. I would highly recommend Signature Funerals for anyone losing a loved one. Signature Funerals, and specifically Kathy, truly has a gift in working with people who are working through the grieving process and trying to sort through the many details that one has to upon the loss of a loved one. I think that Kathy has a gift for this type of work. Being in the ministry, I believe this in itself is a ministry. How one handles the loss of life. It is at the heart of every one of us, because none of us know when our time is up. And when God calls us home, it's important that we surround ourselves with people who are faith-based, who believe, have similar beliefs as we do, and who are able to handle life with all the love and the care that, that it deserves. One really great aspect of working with Kathy and Signature Funerals through the process of the burial as well as the celebration of life, which was honored through a worship service, was her innate ability to help with every detail surrounding the burial as well as the worship service. While planning the worship service was left up to the church, Kathy was there for every single detail in that process, greeting people as they came in, providing the bulletins, making sure that everything in the service went smoothly, from the placement of the flowers to the order of worship to the reception that followed. Every aspect of that celebration of life was truly a celebration of life, thanks to her ability to organize and attend to the details, but most importantly, her ability to attend to the needs of those loved ones that were suffering at the time. And it was a wonderful gift in a very difficult time.